What's going on, everyone? My name is Iceman. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know. Welcome back to me. Um, so this is gonna be the last video in the GoPro little series thing that I'm doing, or the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black Edition series thing I'm doing here. Forgive me, I know I look terrible this morning, but I'm just really tired. I'm actually going to go through the GoPro manual. I know, people are going to be like, I see you're going through the manual. Who wants to read the manual? We can do that on our own. True, but I'm going to go through the entire manual, which is like, I don't know, 60 pages or some shit like that. I'm going to go through the entire manual and show you guys on the actual camera what they're talking about. And now, let me be clear, I haven't read the manual, so there are many things about the GoPro that I do not know. Okay, there's many things about the GoPro I do not know or never seen before, so a lot of it is going to be me learning myself, but I'm a very quick learner, so I can understand things really quickly, so I'll be able to form explanations for it. So yeah, without further ado, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, apologies, I tried to make this as easy to see as possible. I tried to make the Chrome on the top left as big as possible without obscuring too much of the screen, but essentially, if you look at the top left there, this is the manual here. So this is what we're doing. Yes, this is what we're doing here. Hero 3 Plus Black Edition, right? It's the user manual. Now, I hope, like, fit to page. Oh. That was actually pretty nicer. There we go. I think. No, actually no, that's bad. Never mind. Sorry. Okay. So this is the Hero 3 Plus Black Edition by GoPro, and I'm not trying to copy or anything like this. I'm just I would consider this fair use because it's more educational. So I'm not trying to just read the manual, because that's boring, you know. But I'm trying to explain this stuff. Alright, yeah, whatever. So this is gonna be everything about the GoPro. This is gonna be more of a this could be a more I have to get used to the camera being over here. This is gonna be a more practical or application type thing. So this will show, you know, how to actually use the GoPro and all this, and we're going to look at it through the Hero 3 Plus manual. Okay, so continuing on, table contents, accessory. Okay, whatever. Alright, wear it, mount it, love it. Featured accessories. So you have all these. You have the LCD touch backpack, which is this. You have wrist housing, which I have, which is this. You have a battery backpack. I also have this. A suction cup I do not have. A Wi-Fi remote I do have. I forgot to say that, but I do have a Wi-Fi remote. Protective lens and covers. I do have those. Chesty or chest harness. I didn't even know that existed, but I do not have that. You have mounts and accessories. Hold on. Yeah, sorry. You have mounts and accessories for like helmets and stuff. So you have a helmet front mount. That is actually very sorry. That was actually very useful, especially for like if I ever get, well, once I get a sport bike, my first sport bike. I love that kind of stuff. This would be great for it. You have a side mount. Okay, that's for like a helmet too. You have handlebar, seat post, pole mounts. Dude, that's dope. Tripod mounts. I do not have tripod mounts. Shit. Head strap and quick clip. I don't think I have a quick clip, but I do have a head strap. Vented helmet strap mount. I do not have that. Roll bar mount. Don't know what this is. Rechargeable battery. I do not have this. Standard housing. I believe. Not sure what the standard housing is, but I don't have that. Curved and flat adhesive mounts. Don't have that. Dual battery charger. Don't have that. And camera tethers. Actually, I do have those. Alright, so here we're going to get into the nitty gritty here. The features of the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black Edition. Sorry. Yeah, I did. You know what? I'm just going to put the camera down. But where you can see it, so right there. There you go. Such a small little thing, isn't it? I know you can't read this well, but right here is a number 1. So it says number 1 is this here. It's a very little, it's a very, very small, like you see this big button right here? It's right to the left of it, diagonal to the left, just a little bit. This thing is actually, they're referring to the red, or the camera status light. This is the there's actually several of these status lights on the GoPro. What they're referring to specifically though, here, let me adjust the focus. I gotta adjust the focus. I gotta keep adjusting the focus, so forgive me here. Alright. So you see this big red button right here? The status light they're talking about is that little white thing right there. That little white thing. If I have a pen? No. You know what? I'll use my pick. I'll use my pick as a pointer. So, right there. Right there. Come on. I was close enough. Right there my pick is. That little white thing, that white dot is that white dot is this red status light. So it's at the top. And I don't think they say anything, but there's also one on the bottom. I don't know. There's one on the bottom though. Right. Where is it? Oh. Right, my bad. Sorry. Come on. Damn, the quality of this Logitech webcam is actually really nice. The audio, the mic sucks dick though. But anyways. There's the status light on the bottom. They don't say it's on the bottom. But this is a status light as well. This is also a status light. This also is red. It's on the bottom of the camera. May I just do autofocus? No, fuck off with autofocus. Alright, good enough for now. So, alright, so they have number 1, which is right here. Okay, so it's the status light. They're talking about that right there. And number 2 is this big button right here. So you could probably figure out what this is, but actually maybe not, because it's known as the shutter select button. Shutter / select button right here. So, and this is the symbol for it. The shutter select button. So basically, so let me explain what that means. So let me just show you where it is first. Hold on, I gotta just focus again. This might take a while, guys, so just bear with me if you can, please. Alright, good enough. So you have, can't really see it, I have to, so you have the status light right there, right? This big red button is what they're talking about, this one right here. Okay, the big red button, just look at that. Just think of it as like Clifford the Big Red Dog, right? God damn, it's a classic, love it. But this is the shutter select button here. What this does, so this is on the top of the camera, so this is the camera, right? So just on the top, and if you're actually taking photos, it'll look like this. So it's right here. So this big red button is the shutter select button. Now what this does is, what the shutter select button does is it essentially, it does two things, and I'll get into more detail later on this, but it does two things. What it does, for one, is it's the shutter button. So it's, you press it while the camera's on and you will take a picture, or you will take a picture, you'll start recording, or you'll stop recording video or whatever. You take a picture with it. It's what you use to actually take the shot, or start the recording, or stop the recording. So that's what this is for. So that's one thing it does. The other thing is it's a select button. Imagine, so it's the equivalent of, in that respect, it's, as far as the select function of it, it's the same, it's the equivalent of the enter button on your enter key on your keyboard. Okay, enter or accept or whatever, whatever you have. So basically this little thing is actually a fucking mini computer, honestly, because, well, I'll get into it next, but basically this acts as a enter button. So if you want to actually go into the settings on the camera and you want to actually select something, you press this button to make the selection, or make an exception, or whatever, or to accept something. Okay, so that's what this is for. So it's got two features, or two functions. The first most obvious one is it will take a picture and it will start and stop a recording. The second function is that it selects options for the settings. It's like the enter key on your keyboard. So it's the shutter select button. Alrighty, so let me just bring this back. There we go. Alright, let me go back to this. So number 3 is this here, this window here, and very easy. What they're talking about is simply the screen. Hold on, this is really awkward. There we go. So is that in focus? Alright, it is now. So this screen right here, this little box here, this screen is what they're talking about. This screen here. So this, it's actually display. It's a display. So this display is known as the LCD status screen. LCD stands for liquid crystal display, I'm pretty sure, but it's the LCD status screen. So that's what this is, and similarly on the actual camera, it's this right here. Okay, so it's the screen. Number 4 is this button right. Oh, it's actually not. God damn it. This number 4 is right by where you see mode here. I know you can barely see my mouse, but number 4 is right here, and it goes right, and up here. So the mode button right to the right at the top. It's a light. and they are talking specifically about this. Where my pick is, the end of my pick. So you have the mode button, okay? Not this one down here, but the one at the top, this white dot here. This white dot here. This is a light at the top. So this is known as the Wi-Fi status light. It's blue. So the top one here, this light will blink blue. This is the Wi-Fi status light right here. Okay, so that's what that is. And basically what that is this thing actually has Wi-Fi capabilities on it, which is fucking amazing. Okay, so number 5 is this big mode button thing here. It's known as the power mode button, or it's power/mode button. So it's the power button and the mode button. So what that is, so what they're talking about is this giant button here, the biggest. Actually, yeah, I think it's the biggest button on the entire camera. I'm not sure if it's. I think it's bigger than it. It's got to be. Yeah, I think it is. But who cares? So this big mode button right here, this big thing right here in the front, it says mode on it, has a power symbol. This thing is called the power. Sorry, camera's really weird. And the angle's weird. Power mode button right here. Okay, so what this is it does two functions, just like the shutter select button. This has two functions as well. This power mode button either turns on the camera, turns it on, turns it off, or is the equivalent of a mouse or your arrow keys on your keyboard, essentially. So what this does is this allows you to navigate. This button allows you to navigate as well as turn the camera on or off. It allows you to navigate pages and modes. So you know, if you're in the settings and you want to change something specific, you would press the mode button several times to highlight whatever you want to change, and then to change it and actually hit enter it, you would press this one once. Oh shit. Hey dude.
Hey.
Yeah, you actually caught me at an interesting time because I decided to just stop recording and making a vid, but I'm not gonna say what happened on camera, so yeah, you could probably guess what I'm gonna be referring to, but yeah. So it's some sad shit, but anyways, right now, fuck, I can't really share my screen. I don't think. No, actually I can. I can share my screen, so you know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, alright, tell me if you can see.
Yeah, I can see.
Alright, so I got OBS, and sorry folks, I got OBS here. I have Chrome's window being captured by itself here, and then I have my settings here for my focus and all that shit. And so I have to like, this is the GoPro stuff here, so I'm going through all the settings in the camera. So
Cool.
Huh?
Hero 3 Plus.
Hero 3 Plus, yeah. Well,
Yep.
keep in mind I have the 6 Black now, but I figured I'd do the more outdated, because honestly, I'm it's probably not wise to use the Hero 6 Black just yet until I fully understand everything my Hero 3 Plus can do. Otherwise, my brain will be fried with all the extra features. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How'd you sleep? I slept okay, I guess.
I slept pretty good.
That's good. Alright, so what was it? Oh, Paramount Button, right. And I'm gonna be like talking a lot, so if you want to say something, just interrupt me, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, shit, I don't care what you say either. You can say, James, shut the fuck up, you're annoying. I'm not gonna care. I may not comply, but so this is the mode button. Yeah, dude, look how small this thing is real quick. Look at this. Palm of my hand.
I think it's like oh man.
Yeah. This thing is tiny. This thing is so small. Oh fuck.
Made a mistake and crushed that thing.
Actually, you know what? And that's another thing, folks. I forgot. I actually got, I guess it would be the equivalent of an insurance for the GoPro. Like for my new GoPro or whatever. So what it does is, once a year, if you bust, lose, steal, or not steal, but if it gets stolen, so if this GoPro gets stolen, or it gets busted or destroyed or whatever, or it just stops working, it's essentially like a warranty. They won't replace the thing for free, but they will severely discount you. They will severely discount you on the purchase of a brand new one. Like severely discount. Like I don't know how much percent they would discount you with. I guess it would depend on the circum. Probably at least half, I would say, which would be actually really fucking awesome because, you know, if my Hero 6 something happened to it, if something happened to that, you know, like, you know, but that's pretty nice. So I have that, and it's only, I think it's $5 a month for the subscription or something like that. I don't know. But I would definitely recommend one of these cameras for you too. I mean, because they're fun to play with. The only thing is, bro, let's face it, we are in Michigan. There's like I don't know. I have no idea.
Traveling to use this.
Yeah,
sometimes.
like I mean, this is more like a sports camera. Like this is like you would see this shit on if you're riding dirt bikes or like when I get a sport bike, I'm using the hell out of this, and you want to know that. Yeah. I think. Oh shit! I need a driver's license before I can get a motorcycle license. God damn it. Oh well.
Yeah, you need that. Definitely need that.
And I know this is off topic, but I'm just gonna say real quick. When I do get a sport bike, obviously it'll be a really low-end sport bike, so it's not gonna be fast or anything like that. It's not gonna have much torque or whatever. Beginner's bike, you know.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, all that's required is a motorcycle license. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, fuck that. I'll do the motorcycle license. But considering I'm riding sport bikes, fuck it, dude. I should go to racing school. And I'm not gonna race. I'm not gonna race or do anything like that. But, I mean, I love these bikes so much, and it'd be just so cool to learn how to corner and drag your knee and do all that stuff the pros do, you know? It's very difficult, and you have to be very flexible, but shit, that is just cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is part of the GoPro line too, right?
What?
Like the GoPro line of cameras that they can.
The bikes? What?
No, the camera.
What about the camera?
It's kind of
Oh, this
You know-
this
you know how-
subscription thing, right? Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Yeah, this subscription thing is only for the GoPros.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think
I mean, how
Um,
many cameras have how many cameras different versions of GoPros have come out?
how many different versions?
Yeah, because I know there's you had
Well, you had the Hero, then you had the Hero, and then you had the Hero 2, then you had the Hero 3 Silver, then you had I think the Hero or Hero 3 White is called. Hero 3 White, and then you have the Hero 3 Plus Black Edition, which is this. And then you have the Hero 4 and then you have the Hero 4 Black, I think. And then you have the Hero 5. And then you have the Hero 5 Black. And then you have the Hero 6 and the Hero 6 Black. So I got the... and actually, right now, they have a Hero Fusion, it's called. Which is big. It's the biggest camera they got. But that thing is not really compatible with like any of these like accessories needed. But like that thing looks like a beast. But like the Hero 6 Black is the best of the best thus far. But if you want to go complete quality, the Fusion I guess would be the way to go. But the thing is like a little rectangle instead of it's like a little box. And it's weird. It's really nice, but it's like, okay, like how would I put that shit on a helmet? You know what I mean?
you gotta have like a. I mean, are you gonna put it on the bike, or are you just gonna put it on? Or are you gonna put it?
Oh, I'll be on my helmet. That'd be first person.
Okay.
That'd be first person. That'd be yeah. As if that's what most riders do. All right, so power mode button. So that's what this is. Number 6 is this over here. Oh, okay. So I need to take the door off. So the door is essentially, and you can see this, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So this is the door here. So like I told my viewers before, just take the door off. But look how small this thing is. Look how small this door is. It's pitch black. This thing can blend in with so many things, it's unreal. Okay? This thing blends in with my fucking mouse pad and my computer. I mean, look at that. So, what I do, which is actually, I don't know if anyone else has done this, but to prevent, like, they do have replacements for this, because these things get actually lost. It's very common for these to get lost, but still, try not to lose these. This is the waterproof casing, and there's no holes in this at all because it's waterproof. So what I do is I literally, oh fuck, drop the camera on its lens too. Damn it. I put this door literally inside, and then I close this. I close the door and then lock it. And look what I have. No matter what I do, that door is not getting lost. It's not gonna come out of this thing at all. The only way to lose the door now is to lose this whole big motherfucker. And this thing is so much harder to misplace. That unless you're like in sand or you know, a big area or something like that. But anyways, so when they're talking about number, what was it, 6. 6 is this, which is the micro HDMI port. Okay, so that's alright, so I don't have a pencil or anything right now, so I'm using my pick to point to things. Like, look. So this is what they're talking about. This is number 6. This is the mini HDMI port. Oh, sorry, the micro HDMI port. Note that the cable for this is not included with the camera. So if you buy this camera, you're not gonna you have to buy the cable separately from GoPro.
Shit.
Yeah. Cable's not that bad
Oh.
though. I wouldn't think. What they do actually, all right, yeah. So that's number 6. Number 7 is this here at the, which is it's the micro SD card slot, which is this right here. It's this right here. Okay. This slot where it says micro SD, I already have an SD card in there, but this is the slot. So actually, let me just take this out so you can see what it actually looks like. Look how small this thing is. This is my where is it? Yeah, there we go. SanDisk. Look at the size of this little thing. Look at that.
SanDisk makes some good memory cards.
Yeah, but like this thing is fucking, like, this is like nanotechnology. Like, holy shit. 16 gigs in this thing, which is not bad. This actually was the same one that my mom got me when she got me the GoPro for my birthday when I turned 18. Let's see, where is it? Aha. Okay, so this essentially what they're talking about. This is the micro SD card slot, so that's what it looks like. So it's right here underneath, and that's where you put your SD cards, and I'll show you how to do that. Note that the SD cards themselves are not included, so you have to buy those separately as well. Those can get expensive. Like this 16, I don't know how much the 16 gigabyte ones are, but let me just say that a single 64 gigabyte version of these little SD cards it runs around $60 for one. Yeah, just for the card. It comes with an adapter, but like well, I showed it in my previous vids, but basically it's, I'll just show you real quick. This thing, 64 gigs, right? This thing alone is $60. $60 just for this.
SanDisk Extreme.
Yeah, but look, it sounds expensive, and it is, but look here. Where is it? Look right here. I don't know if you can read that.
4K.
4K Ultra HD. So this is designed for 4K capture, if needed. But as you know, I kind of go like 1080p usually, for whatever reason. All right. So okay. So oh right. Focus. Need to switch that back. There we go. Autofocus on the Logitech G2 Pro webcam is awful. So I a lot of times do it manually. Alright, good. So this, and by the way, this thing is like, I don't know how much, I think this thing is like 2.61 ounces or something like that, the weight of this. So it's a very light camera. So like, this thing is so light you could chuck it like a baseball. Like, no shit. I'm not fucking kidding. What?
Yes, I wouldn't doubt you could, because it looks really light.
Yeah, it's like 2.61 ounces, something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's light.
Yeah. So number 6 was the SD card slot. Keep in mind the SD cards are not included. Number 8 is a, oh shit. Number 8 is a mini USB port. It supports 3.5mm mic adapter and an optional composite A/C cable. So basically, oh shit, it wasn't on the frame, my bad. What they are talking about is this slot here on the left. The first one was on the right. So this is the HDMI port. This is the mini USB port. So what this does is this is how you what you use to charge the GoPro, or put in like an external mic. You can have an external mic for this, and yeah, you could put hook up an external mic to this. And TV, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I know you can hook this up to the TV, I think. I don't know. It's weird. See, I don't know everything about the GoPro. That's the thing. But yeah, so you have, this is what this is. These ports you do not want exposed at all. Even if it's in the, even if this thing is in the waterproof casing, you do not want these exposed, just in case. You want. Okay, so I was just like, where'd I put the door? And I put it in here. So, why would I forget something like my own system for making sure I don't lose the door? I already forgot what that system was. God damn it. So what I'm gonna do is take the door back out. Alright, so door is back on, and yeah, door's back on, good to go. The only thing is, okay, yeah, so those are the basics of what's on the front. So in recap, you have number one, which is the camera status LED light, and there's I think 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there's 3 of these. Let's see, wait. 4, my bad. It's 4 of them. Wait. Oh, right. Okay, so I forgot to say that, my bad. So, so the status LED light, there's one right. Fuck, I gotta. Come on, okay, there we go. Alright, so there's one right here. So that's a camera status LED light. This thing blinks red. So this is just status. It's just telling you the status of the camera, what it's doing, if it's recording or whatever. So that's this. That's what this light is. There's also one on the bottom. Right where my finger was, right here. There's one on the bottom there. And they don't show this in the manual, actually, believe it or not, but I saw it one time, and this is a status LED light here. And there's one on the back, actually, one right here. So that's another status LED light that also blinks red. And there's one more which I did not show, is right here. So so you have the status LED lights, and then you have the shutter select button, which, remember, what it does is it either takes a picture, starts or stops a recording, or it selects an option in the camera when you're changing the settings. It's like the enter key on your keyboard. So that's what that is. And then 4, you have the Wi-Fi status light, which blinks blue. Okay, so this thing blinks blue. It's at the top, and I forgot to say again, the camera status LED light is red. So this blinks red, this blinks blue. This is Wi-Fi. This is just power and status. And one thing I did forget to say was, when you turn, well, I'll get to this later, but when you turn on Wi-Fi, these lights, the status LED lights, so the one on the top, the one on the bottom, and the one on the back here, these 3 lights are actually indicator lights for the Wi-Fi as well as the regular status. So I was mistaken. These lights, the one on the back, the small ones, the one on the back, the one on the bottom, and the one at the top, these three lights blink red and blue. So when you turn Wi-Fi on, this will blink, or this will blink blue. This will light up blue, as well as the bottom and the back. Similarly, when you turn the camera on or off, they blink red. The only thing so these bulbs are, there's two bulbs in each of those. The Wi-Fi though is here, and the status LED is here. So I'll show you when I actually turn on the Wi-Fi. But so yeah, you have all that. Then you have the power mode button, which is this thing right here. This is what you use to actually turn the camera on or off, and this is also what you do to cycle through pages and navigate. So it's like the mouse or the arrow keys on your keyboard.
Okay.
Number 6 is the micro HDMI port, which again is behind the door here. Shit. There we go. Right here. So this is the micro HDMI port. Remember, the cable is not included. You have to buy that separately, unfortunately. You have the micro SD card slot. Remember, the SD card is not included, so you need to buy one separately. And it's also worth noting that an SD card is required to use the camera. So essentially, like, it doesn't come with the micro SD cards. Do not come with the camera, but they are required for the camera, so they're pretty much mandatory. And finally, you have this here, which is the mini USB port. Remember, it supports a 3.5mm mic adapter and an optional composite AC cable. This is what you use to charge the camera, as well as connecting an external mic or something like that. The thing is one thing it did not say is that the charging cable is included with the camera. You do not need to buy one of those separately. The charging cable is included. Charging cable, you're good. So to power it on and charge it, you're fine. To actually record and do stuff with it, like take pictures and shit like that, to actually use the camera, you need an SD card, and those are sold separately, unfortunately. But you can get them from GoPro. So now, continuing on, we have the back of the camera, and here it just shows there's one. So it shows very, it shows everything I showed you before. It already shows, this again, which is status light. It shows the one on the back, and then let's see. Let me just see what's different here. Okay. Number 9. Okay, so here. Number 9, okay? So number 9 is right here. That goes all the way to this big lengthy thing right here. This hole here. Number 9 is what's known as the hero port. So what this is, they're talking about this port right here. This giant port right here. This thing on the side and on the back. This thing is a special port for like something, for an accessory that requires connection to the GoPro camera itself, such as the backpack or the battery backpack, essentially. So the extra battery on the back, you would plug that in here for that to work. And similarly, there's also a display backpack where you can actually see what you're looking at with the camera. So that's what this port is for. It's for those extra things, extra accessories. And of course, the accessories, none of them come with the camera. So we have all that. Number 10 is the battery door. So that's this all the way here. So this big thing. So the battery door is pretty obvious. Essentially, okay, yeah. Alright, so the battery door is this here. This is not the battery itself. This is the battery door. The way I have my camera set up right now is how you would get it right out of the box. So this is what it looks like right out of the box. You have this on, pull it off. There's no SD card. The battery is actually not in the camera by default. You open the door and there's no battery in the camera. You get the battery as a separate entity with the camera. So this is the battery. This is what it looks like. This little thing. So this is the battery for the GoPro. It's rechargeable. And it's got a little flap here so you can actually take it out and stuff. But anyways, right. So you have that. So again, this is the battery door where my pinky finger is. This is the door here. Number 11. Okay, number 11 is fun. Number 11 is the Wi-Fi on/off button. It's this right here. So this thing actually has Wi-Fi on it, and the button might be a little hard to see, but there you go. So it's that little button right there. So that's the Wi-Fi on/off button on the side there, and if you press this, you can turn on and off the Wi-Fi. So that's what that is. And then number 12 is the audio alert, which is this right here, which on the camera is this hole right here. So right above the Wi-Fi on/off button is the audio alert. So this is like the speaker. So when you turn on the camera, it will beep, and this is where it will beep from. So whatever you do, do not put your ear directly to this side of the camera when you turn it on, because that's gonna hurt. You'll probably be deaf afterwards. Because this thing is actually pretty loud. But this is the speaker here, and so that's where the
Pretty small for a speaker.
It is small, yeah. The microphone's the same damn size, and that's number 13, and that's at the top right by the shutter select button. So the microphone is right here. That's the microphone. That little hole right there where my finger is. That's the microphone. And it's a mono microphone, so that's important to know. There's no stereo mics on this, so you're getting just a single input. But this is where the microphone is. So if you're trying to figure out where to talk, where to position the camera to get most out of the most input from the mic, just know it's at the top, or you can just look at the big red button and just think of it, instead of a big red circle, just think of it as a big red X, meaning X marks the spot. That's the spot where the microphone is. So you can look at it that way. So the microphone's on the top. Speaker is on it's right there. That's where the speaker is. Alright, so that's all of that. Oh, okay, this is gonna get fun. Check this out. So, camera LCD status screen. Alright, so I'm just gonna show this. So, let's see, hold on, let me see what else we have. Holy fuck. Okay, so this is how to. So it's actually setting up the camera is in a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is you can see that on the top left, Cliff, right?
Yeah.
how well can you see it? Well, actually,
It's a little,
yeah,
it's a little blurry. But
it's a little blurry. Okay, I shouldn't have asked that because for some reason I thought I was thinking that your screen was full screen, but it's not. You're seeing the exact same damn thing I am. So, but yeah, so where I'm at is here. So, camera LCD status screen. So this is essentially what shows up on this screen here, on the display there. So I'm just gonna put this down because it's getting painful just holding it like that. So what you have, and I'll show this when the camera's actually on, but the LCD screen displays the following information about the Hero 3 Plus modes and settings. So it's number 1, and by the way, Cliff, this will be full screen when it's actually, you know, all this will be full screen once the video is uploaded. So number 1 is this symbol here. It looks like a camera. I wonder, can you see my mouse moving?
yeah, I can see your mouse.
Okay, good. Alright, so this symbol here looks like a video camera, like one of those expensive video cameras. What this is, it's not just a video camera. This is actually the camera modes, and this is the so this is the camera modes symbol. To the right of that is a big W. That is the FOV, or field of view. W means wide. So number 1 is the symbol of whatever mode you're in. So in this example, the mode that the camera is in video mode. That's what it's called. It's called video mode. So as you might suspect, if it's in video mode, you're going to be taking video and recording shit, which is usually what this thing is for. To the right of that, you'll see one of 3 letters. You'll either see W for wide, and this is the field of view. So you either have W for wide, M for medium, and N for narrow. So you have wide, medium, and narrow for these. And you can change all this stuff in the settings. Number 2, I'm actually not sure what this is. Okay, let's see. Capture setting modes, and it's not shown in this graphic, which is brilliant, because how the fuck can we learn this if it's not shown in the bloody documentation? Capture set. Okay, so this is apparently the capture setting modes. It's not shown at the moment. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'll have to figure this out. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me just autofocus here, just so it's nicer. So it's not all big blur all the time. So number 2 is the capture setting modes. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna have to figure that out when I turn this thing on. Number 3 is obviously the interesting one. Number 3 is the resolution / FPS, or frames per second. So the first number is the resolution. So right now the resolution is 1080p progressive. 1080p. The resolution that the camera will be shooting at is 1080p. S stands for, I believe, S stands for Super View, I think. No, that's not. No, that's a Hero 6. Damn it. Or maybe it is. Shit, I don't know. I'll have to check. It's got to be in here, but I'm not sure what the S stands for right now. But the 30 to the right of the little dash there is the frames per second, or FPS. So this says 30 here. So this means that it's 30 FPS capture. So this whole line means the camera will be recording at 1080p, and I'll figure out what the S is later. 1080p at 30 FPS, 30 frames per second. So that's what that means. It's the resolution and then frames per second. Number 4 is the box right below number 2, which is also not shown. Apparently, this number 4 here is the time interval settings, whatever the fuck that means. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Whatever. I guess we'll figure that out. Number 5 is the counter. So number 5 is the counter. So it has a number 1 here. So what this means, the counter shows how many files or how many pictures or how many videos you have taken on the camera so far, on specifically on the CAD, on the SD card thus far. So that's what the counter's for. It's number 1, which means that there's 1 video on the card thus far. So it tells you how many you've done so far. So that's what number 5 is. Number 6 is the time, storage, and files. Now that's a little confusing. Number 6 is right here, where it says 0000. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, sorry, the counter also shows, I believe, the seconds you've been recording for in recording. So it also shows that. 6 is time, storage, and files, and that's this right here. This, I'm not sure what it means by like files, but I do know that like in photo, it's called photo mode. So when you're taking pictures and stuff, number 6 will show the number of it. The camera's really cool because it can actually detect how much space you have on your camera, on your CAD, and it will be able to, shit, fucking hell, I gotta learn how to do that. It will actually calculate the exact number of pictures that you can take left on that CAD before you run out of space. So it will tell you how many pictures you can how many shots you can take before you completely run out of space on the CAD. Similarly, when you're recording, it will actually tell you, and it's all based on the settings. So if you change your settings, everything will be different. The numbers will be different, but it all depends on the quality of that your settings are at. But when you're recording like it is now, what this will do is it will actually tell you the exact length down to the second, of the duration of video that you can record at a constant rate before you run out of space. So this actually tells you, like, so if you're wondering how much space do I have, how long of a video can I record, this will tell you exactly down to the second how long you can record. So that's pretty fucking awesome. I love that. Number 7 is battery life, and that's obviously right here. So that's pretty self-explanatory. 3 means full, 2 means okay, and 1 means one. It will either be just show one bar just steady, I think, but I've noticed it will also show it blinking too, which means you're really running out of space. Or battery life, sorry. And note, the icons displayed above will vary depending on what mode your camera is in, and the settings, quality settings. Camera menu flow chart. Holy fuck, I didn't know my thing had this many settings. Jesus. So, I guess these are the modes. Look at all these. Look at all this shit my camera has.
That's a lot of modes.
Well, these are the modes. These are the modes.
Oh,
these are the modes. These are the settings. These are like most capture settings. These are
so
pro.
what's the pro?
What?
Yeah. I was about to ask about the Pro Tools settings. So what's the Pro Tools?
I have no fucking idea. I didn't even know my camera had the. I don't even know what that is. Like, the only thing I know about my camera, like, I don't even know what this is. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't even know all my modes. Like, what the hell is this? Okay, so apparently that's all the shit you can do with the camera. Although this up here has a little asterisk next to it. It says playback only appears if the camera is connected to a TV or LCD touch backpack. Both are sold separately. The LCD touch backpack, I'm not sure what that is. I believe that's like a, maybe, I don't know, a display screen or some shit. That's probably what it is. But that's only if it's connected to that. Okay, whatever. So those are the modes. Camera software updates. To get the latest features and best performance from your Hero 3 Plus camera, make sure you're using the most current camera software. To check if software updates are available, okay, visit gopro.com/update, whatever. Alright, so using your Hero 3, this is where shit actually gets interesting and less boring. This is the basics of actually using your Hero 3 Plus Black. So getting started, it says remove camera from the frame, number 1. And it shows all this shit here, but it's weird because, you know what? I never seen this case before. What the fuck is this? The GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black, at least for me, came with the waterproof housing. Let's see. Come on. Oops. Shit. There we go. We got support there. So it came with this. I don't think this thing looks like the thing up here. Like shit. It's saying that you rotate to the side. Okay, well, that's weird. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. But what I'm gonna do... Yeah, see, look, it says... move camera from the frame, yeah. So, what I'm gonna do is... I'll put the camera inside of this, and then I will take it out... the way it's taken out of the waterproof casing. Because I got the waterproof casing, you know, with the camera. And like the camera literally shipped in this thing. So when I actually got it, when it was in the box, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. I had to actually take the camera out to see what the actual camera was. So anyways, when you actually buy the thing, you get this. This is what you get. And to open this, what you do is this black like lever here is what this is really. What you do is you again, what you do is you put so what you do is you kind of just support it, and you take your fingernails and you go from the top and you peel back. So you peel backwards like that, and essentially it's a little hard at first, but essentially if you do it right, you will get this effect. This will start happening. So you'll have this. Be sure not to break this off, because I don't know if you can get a replacement of these. I think you'll need a whole new fucking casing, but so don't break this. But once this happens, you're good. So after this, do know that you do have a door back here, and for some reason it's already popped off. But usually this would be airtight, because the thing is waterproof. It would be airtight. So normally what you would need to do is, what I would do is I would put my palm here and peel backwards to open the door. And the reason I put my palm here is because if you just do this, the camera can the suction from the door being airtight, the suction can actually pull the camera forcefully out of the casing and launch it, out of the casing, and it could get damaged that way. So what I would do is I put my palm here, so if anything happens, it'll just fall right into my hand. So that's why I do that. And so that's how you take the camera out of the waterproof casing anyway. I don't know what the hell this shit is, because, like, honestly, I haven't seen it before. Number 2 is remove the camera side door and insert a micro SD, micro SDHC, or micro SDXC card into the card slot. And do note that a micro SD card with a class 10 speed rating is required, so it won't work otherwise. So what they're talking about is doing this. So you take the door off just by, kind of peeling it off there. And they do have replacements of that shit, so don't worry. Let me go a little bit closer here with the focus. You see what I gotta do? I have to all these like focus shit I have to cut out of the vid and stuff because it takes time. But anyways, so it says remove camera side door, insert a micro SD card. So this is perfect. It's a SanDisk 16 gigabyte, which is really good. So what you do is, so you see this put the camera down. This thing right here, this little like nub here. This thing, you want to insert it like this. You want to insert it. If this is a slot, you want to insert it like this. This is how you want to insert it in. So if I could even like show this, I don't even know how I could show this, but let's see, maybe I can do. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, this is gonna be tough. So I have to use my fucking left hand for this. Right, so here's the slot, here's the card, and it goes in this way. So there's the slot right there, and the card just goes right in. So card.
It should just.
What?
So it's gonna slide right in. Does it have like a?
It has a click thing. So.
Yeah, that's the next thing I'm gonna ask. Like, does it click when?
Yeah. So you.
Like.
God damn it. Yeah. So you just put it in just like that, and then once it's in, you have to press with your fingernail all the way in. And I can zoom this in here. So you just all the way in until it clicks. Boom. And if it stays and clicks, you're fine. To take it out, very easy. Well, if you don't have fingernails, it's not easy, but
so
you
it
just
shouldn't read no SD card.
It wouldn't read that, no. Well, it will if you don't have one in there. If it's not inserted right, it would say no SD card, yes. But you just press this again, and I failed at that. There we go. So you just press it again, and it pops out like that, and you just grab it and pull it straight out. But I'm going to put it back in again, because that's what they said to do. And sometimes it doesn't work, you gotta really try it. Try your best. Might take a few times. There we go. So it's in now. And after this is in, be sure to close it with the door. And the door is not waterproof, so that's important. So now it's in there, we're all good to go. So now it says open. Number 3 is open the camera back door, insert battery, and then close back camera back door. So this, what it shows here, is actually perfect because it actually is legitimate. So here's the door, and what you do is this little lever here, you just, there we go. Yeah, I'll just do this. So you just pull this back, and what you have to do is you have to pull it back and kind of use your other finger to wiggle it loose. The hell was it? Oh, that was a battery. Okay. So it's a little tricky. You have to. Well, it just fell out. Okay. I guess that works. So this is the door. It's really small. It can break. It can get lost. So be careful. This is the camera. Essentially, this is the bare bones without voiding the warranty. All right. Look at that. Look how small this damn thing is. Like, holy shit. So this is where the battery goes. And so you take the battery. Very, very easy. Just have it so it says GoPro, just like this. So it's GoPro like this, you can read it, fine. And all you do... okay. All you do... Man, this is so damn awkward. I can't see what I'm doing. I have to look at OBS and this at the same time, and what I'm doing. So all you do is you just push it in, push it right in. Be sure it's inserted straight in. So you put it in, boom. That's all you need to do. Push it all the way in, and you're good. And then you put the door back on. To take it out, though, you have this little flap here. You have this little flap right here. So you use that. And you just pull straight out. Easy.
Okay.
Just pull straight out. And you can actually use this as a handle to just push it right back in. Fuck. Here I am doing all this weird stuff trying to hold it, and I can just use the flap and just push it right in. God damn it. But anyways, so after this is in, put the door back on, and this is actually tricky. Put the door back on properly. And I can't stress this enough because I mean, by itself this thing's not waterproof at all, but last thing you need is this door to pop off and be loose. So what you do is there's... Oh, I need to zoom in even more. I gotta do this all manually. It's such a bitch. Come on. Alright, that's good. So right here, on this side, not this side, this side is where you put... Oh shit, I moved the camera. Is where you put these nubs. So on this side, the right side essentially. So you have to angle them. You have to put them right there. Hold on. Can't see what's in camera or not. Hold on, let me get rid of this. So you need to have it just like that, so it's in evenly. And then you go on the other side and you just press down. And if you do it right, it should be even. And this is a test that you need to do. What I do is I do this, so I can make sure that it's not, you know, that this side down here is, that this side is not like popped up or anything like that. Because if that's the case, I'll show you what it looks like if it's popped up. Here, I'll actually do it wrong just to show you. Where you do it. Ah, there we go. Alright, so I did it wrong this time. It still clicked, but for one, look. See that? If you do this and you see this, you see how this is raised?
Yeah.
That means it's not fully properly seated. And watch what happens when I press or when I press this to unlock it, look what happens. It just pops right out, right up. That's not supposed to happen. So that's why you need to seat it properly so that you don't see anything. If you see this, you're fine. You're good. Right, so that's that. Now let me go back to autofocus. There we go. And number 4 is charge the battery. Okay, so it says the included lithium-ion battery comes partially charged. To charge it though, connect the included USB cable to the camera and connect the other end to a power source such as a computer, wall charger, or auto charger apparently. No damage will occur to the camera or battery if used prior to a full charge. So that's pretty nice. So it says when the camera is off and charging, the red camera status light, so this one, these at the top would not, I don't think will be lit, I don't remember, but I do know that this one, this status light here will be lit constantly. It'll turn on when camera is charging, and it will turn off when the charging is complete. So I'll show you that. This is the cable. This thing is tiny as shit. Look at that. This thing is so tiny. Like honestly, this thing does not stretch. But what you do is you take this end. I have to go to focus again. You take this end and you put it into the camera in that mini USB slot. So you take the door off and you put it in, oh actually that's the HDMI port, no. You put it right above the micro SD card. You put it right here. So you put it here, just like so. You just push it in, and one thing you need to know about these cameras, at least for the Hero 3 Plus, very loose. You can pull it right out very easily. So try to charge this and position the wire and the cable in a place where you're not gonna like get it hooked on your finger or whatever, because this can happen very easily without you knowing. So very, very loose, and it wiggles, so be careful. So you just put it in just like that, and if you're really paranoid, you can like tape it probably, but I would not recommend that because it's not really worth it. It'll stay, it's good against gravity, but that's it. So so I put it in here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the USB end into my computer. There we go, that's some focus right there. Alright, so I'm just going to show what it looks like when it's charging. So here's the camera. Here's the USB. I think it looks like a 2.0, 3.0 compatible, so you should be fine. Yeah, I would do it the bird's eye way, I guess. This is gonna be really tricky, but so I just put it in. Okay, yeah, this is nearly impossible. Alright, so I just put it in just like this and just plug it into my computer, and you'll see when I do so, the red light, status light on the bottom will turn on. See that? So there's the light, it turned on. This light being on here means that the Hero 3 Plus is charging. If this goes off, it's finished charging. And when you if you turn the camera on, the light won't be on, if I remember. If you turn the camera on, you can sync the files. This is how you transfer files to the computer and stuff. I'll show that later. But this is what it looks like when it's charging. When it's done charging, light will be off. Alright, so now that that shit's out of the way, oh boy, not having a tripod can piss you off sometimes, because the Logitech webcam here, because I mean, let's face it, this shit does not have a tripod. Alright, so put this here, close it with the door, and then okay, so that's that. And remember, okay, well, it says charge the battery for number 4. Okay, there we go. So when the camera is off and charging, remember the red camera status light will turn on when the camera is charging. It will turn off when it's complete. Now we have camera default settings. The Hero 3 Plus Black Edition camera powers up with the default settings, following default settings. So I'm not going to show this, but, like on the camera, but this is what it looks like. This is what you will have by default when you turn the camera on for the very first time out of the box. Now I have changed through the settings. I have changed my default settings. So for me, it defaults to photo mode, not video mode. Right. So and the pro tip is: want to change your video and photo settings? See the settings menu to make changes. Simple as that. Alright, powering on and off. This is where it actually starts to get interesting. So it says to power on, press the power mode button. Just press it once, and the red camera status lights flash 3 times, and the sound indicator emits 3 beeps. So what will happen is when I press the mode / power button one time, you just press it and let go, the camera will beep 3 times, as well as the red status light here will blink 3 times, the red status light here at the top will blink 3 times, the one on the back will also blink 3 times, and the one on the bottom will blink 3 times. So
sorry, I had
it's
to
alright.
go for a moment.
It's alright. Basically what I was saying is we're turning the camera on now, essentially. So when you press this, you just press it once. The camera will beep 3 times. The red status light at the bottom here will blink red 3 times. The status light at the top will also blink 3 times. The one on the back will blink 3 times, and the one on the bottom will blink 3 times, and they're all red. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Alright. So I'll kind of just do this so that you can see both the top light and the bottom light blinking. They will blink 3 times, and the camera will beep 3 times. You ready? Oh shit. Alright, so you just press the mode button just once. So both of those lights blinked 3 times and it beeped 3 times. That's good. And remember, I default to photo mode. That's what I default to. So I default to photo mode there. And to power the camera off, you would press and hold the power or mode button. And what will happen is the red camera status lights flash several times. In reality, it's 7 times. So they will flash 7 times, and the sound indicator emits 7 beeps. So it's 1 flash per beep. So when I press and hold this light will blink 7 times. This light will blink red 7 times. The one in the back will blink 7 times, and the one on the bottom will also blink 7 times. And it will emit 7 beeps. So to turn it off, all you do is you press and hold until you start hearing the beeps. Once you start hearing the beeps, you can let go. Press, hold, let go. You're good. It's off. So that's how you turn the camera off. So you press and hold until you hear those. it's okay. Pro tip: want to turn your Hero 3 Plus into a one-button camera that automatically starts recording photos or videos once it turns on? Set the camera to a one-button mode. Holy shit! I didn't know that you could do that. Fuck. That's pretty sick. So whenever you turn it on, it'll automatically start taking photos or record or whatever. Shit. See what I mean? I don't know everything on this. So camera modes. So it says the Hero 3 Plus features several camera modes. To cycle through the modes, press the power mode button. Just press it, don't hold it, because you'll turn the camera off. The modes appear in the following order. First you have video, then you have photo, burst photo, time lapse, okay, that's what that is, settings, and playback, if you have the TV or the touch backpack enabled. So I'm gonna turn it on. Alright, so beep 3 times, that's good. So to cycle through, let me go to default. Alright, so default, by default when you first turn the camera on, you will have this. You won't have 720p at 60 FPS, but you'll have this. So you'll have this. So this is video mode. If you want to change to photo mode, just press this once. That's photo mode. Now you're in photo mode. Press it again. Now you're in burst mode. Press it again. You're in time-lapse mode. Press it again. This is settings. Press it again. You're back to video. I'll go back to photo. So video mode. Actually, yeah, I need to. Yeah. Okay. So video mode. This one. This video mode records video, that's pretty obvious. Photo mode, this one, captures a single photo. This is a single photo. This one, burst photo, this one, let's see, yeah, there we go. It can capture up to 30 photos in 1 second. Damn. Holy shit. You hear that shit? Like, damn.
30 photos in 1 second?
Yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah, that's 30 frames per second. Shit. Damn. I don't know how. What the fuck? Okay. Well, whatever. That's okay. So that's burst photo. Holy shit, that's cool. Time lapse. Time lapse mode will capture a series of photos at timed intervals. So it's not just one photo after a counter. It's several photos continuously after a certain amount of time. Next you have settings, which allows you to obviously adjust the camera settings. And then after that, if you have the camera connected to a TV or LCD touch backpack, then you'll have playback mode. If not, you just have video mode again. So I have video mode because I don't have anything connected. So I'm going to go back to photo here because I like photo. And playback mode plays back. Oh, playback mode plays back video and photos, so you can actually see the shit. Oh, that's awesome. And it says the pro tip: use burst photo to capture fast-moving subjects. Okay, that's cool. Using Hero 3 Plus camera modes. Video, photo. Okay, so we're going to do photo first because, I don't know, I'm already on photo. So to capture a photo, verify the camera is in photo mode. And you can tell that by the little symbol at the top here. Hold on, I need to get closer here, so hold on. Because it's really hard to see this shit. There we go. Oh god damn, the lighting is terrible. Alright, oh, okay, there we go. You can see that, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Fuck, the brightness is being changed. Damn it, hold on. Oh, the exposure's being... God damn it. Stop, enough. Get out of here, damn. Hold on, let me get the exposure up. Gain down just a little bit. Actually, I think I cocked that up. Not brightness. Fuck, where was it? No. No, shit. Oh well. Actually, I wasn't close enough. There we go. So I'll just do that. So this is in photo mode. You can tell by the symbol at the top here. The M means medium. That's pretty obvious. So you have that, and then and if the photo icon is not showing, so if you don't see the icon on the LCD on the display, press the power mode button repeatedly until it appears. So you just keep pressing it until it appears. And if it doesn't appear, oh, then there's something fucking wrong with your camera. You need to send it back. So to take a photo, press and release the shutter select button. So that is, as you know, it's the shutter select button is, oh fuck, this is so painful on my hands. Like, there we go. Shutter select button is this one right here. So if I press this once, it will take a photo. So that's how you take a photo. Camera will beep 2 times, and the red camera status lights flash 2 times. One thing it doesn't say here that, oh, by the way, it says see photo modes for instructions how to change resolution settings and other photo features. Okay, whatever. One thing that's very important is when you take a picture, it will beep once, and then it will beep a second time. And sometimes the time between the beeps is long, and sometimes the time between them is short. If it's long, like if you hear one beep, do not move the camera, because it's still trying to save the file or take the picture. So I'll demonstrate. Press the shutter select button once. Alright. Those 2 beeps. So you had beep, beep. That's what you heard. During that time, I did not move the camera until I heard the second beep. Once you hear the second beep, you can then move the camera and do whatever, because that means it's saved correctly. If you press it, like so, this is what you're supposed to do. So, and notice how that was, the duration of that was actually quicker than before. Let me do it again. See, it's like sometimes it's really quick, sometimes it's a little bit longer. I've had it take a second actually, once. It's doing fast right now, but whatever. So, so what you don't want to do is this. You don't want to press it, hear the first beep, and then say, okay, it's done. Because it's not. It's still saving the file. And if you move the camera, you're just going to get a big blur, and your photo will be destroyed, well, essentially useless. So press and wait for it to beep a second time, and to see that light blink 1 time. So that means it's saved and it's good. So that's what you want. And of course the manual does not go into any of this detail of all the important stuff, like do not move the camera afterwards. I just learned this the hard way, so I'm just giving my insight here. Oh, photo, video. Let's do video. So video mode. I'm actually kind of shocked at this LG V20 right now. Or the, god damn it, the C920. The webcam here, because it's actually pretty good if it's focused. So right now I'm at 720p at 60 fps. So this down here, so let me just say what this is. Actually, let me go back to photo here so I can just show you what exactly all this means. So up here at the top you have the mode, so it's in camera mode. Then you have M. That means I am medium field of view. And all this crap with over here where they're talking about like the time interval or whatever, I don't even have that shit, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The 7MP stands for 7 megapixels. That's the resolution that I'm taking photos at. 99 is the amount of photos I have taken, amount of files saved on the CAD. So I have taken 99 photos on this CAD. 928 at the bottom. That means that with these exact settings, if I change the settings and raise the quality, this will be a lower number, way lower number. It's all relative to your actual settings. So right now at these settings, I can take a maximum of 928 photos before I fully run out of space on this CAD. At these settings, and obviously here is the battery life. So that's that. And now, after saying that, let me just go back to the photo and just show you what we got here. So we have the video symbol, and you have W, which means wide, so it's wide field of view. Resolution 720p at 60 frames per second. I have taken 6 videos on the 6 recordings on this CAD. So that's what this is, what the counter is. Now this here, where it says 40:08, that is not like time or anything. Well, that's not really well, it is. What this shows is how long I can record a video at these exact settings before I run out of space on the CAD. So if I want to make a video right now and I press the record button, I can record up to 40 minutes and 8 seconds of video before I fully run out of space. So it actually tells me how long I can make a video for with these settings, which is amazing. So to start recording, press the shutter select button once. The camera will emit one beep and the red camera lights will flash constantly while recording. Bless you.
Thank you.
So to start recording, I will just demonstrate. Press shutter select button once. It will beep once and then the lights will just continue to blink. Okay. And the top one blinks, the back one blinks, and the bottom one. Okay. This is obviously gonna be a shit video. On here, but I'm just demonstrating here, so this is just a dummy. But you can see the counter has changed to a how long I've been recording for. So I've currently been recording for 25 seconds. Now you can see, look at the bottom. It says 39:36, 35, 34, 33, 32. So I can record for 39 minutes and 25 seconds. So it actually updates, you see that? So it shows me how much longer I have to record the video. So to stop the vid, just press the shutter select button once, and remember, it's the same thing with the photo. Once you press it once, you have to wait for 3 beeps, so you do this. There you go, that's what you do. So you wait, and then after you hear the 3 beeps, then you can move the camera around. Because during that time it's saving. And it says here, officially, to stop recording, press the shutter select button again. Red camera lights flash 3 times, and the camera emits 3 beeps to indicate recording has stopped and saved. I have to add that. The Hero 3 Plus automatically this is cool, check this out. So, the Hero 3 Plus automatically stops recording when the memory card is full or the battery is out of power. Your video will be saved before the camera shuts down. You can't tell me that's not a very useful feature there. So if you're recording and you run out of space, the camera will save your video first, and then it will say you can't record any more videos, but it will save what you have. It will do that. Or if you're recording and the battery dies, it will save your recording and then die. No, but like think of that though. Like if it just dies, you lose your recording.
Yeah, but it'll save it and then it'll like okay,
Yeah, it will save it first and then it will shut
down.
Yeah, so you're good. It saves your. It's a safety mechanism. But that's pretty fucking rare to have in a camera. Burst photo. In burst photo mode, okay, that's this. Yeah, that's this mode. And I'm not going to go through all the damn settings because this is too damn much. Alright. So, burst photo mode, your camera takes multiple photos in short time intervals. 3 photos in 1 second. Alright, so, okay, so it can do, slowest it can do is 3 photos in 1 second. It can do 3 photos in 1 second, 5 photos in 1 second, 10 photos in 1 second. It can also do 10 photos in 2 seconds, if needed. It can do 30 photos in 1 second, 30 photos in 2 seconds, or 30 photos in 3 seconds. So the slowest it can possibly do it is 3 photos in 1 second. The fastest it can do it is 30 photos in 1 second. So I'll just show you. Right now I'm set to, I gotta look at OBS because I can't like see anything right now. 3 photos in 1 second is what I have mine set to. So when I press this, it will beep 3 times. It would be like beep beep beep, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But when I press it, it will take 3 photos in 1 second here. There we go. Okay, so the 4th beep there went beep 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 beep. That last beep meant it saved everything. So again, don't move the camera. Wait till it confirms, the camera confirms to you that it's actually saved everything. And I just did it, but it said to capture a burst photo series, verify the camera's in burst photo mode. Okay, if it's not, then press the power button repeatedly until it appears. To take a burst photo series, press the shutter select button once. The red camera status lights flash and the camera beeps multiple times. Pro tip: sometimes 30 photos in 1 second is too fast. Try. What's up?
Oh no, I'm gonna go for a minute.
Okay. Sometimes 30 photos in 1 second is too fast. Try a slower burst photo setting to better match action. Time lapse. Time lapse mode is this. So time lapse mode captures a series of photos at 0.5, 1, 2, 5, 10, 30, or 60 second intervals. To capture a time lapse series, verify it's in time lapse mode. To take time lapse, press the shutter select button once. The camera initiates a countdown, and the red camera status lights flash each time a photo is taken, but there's no beep. To stop time lapse, press the shutter select button again. The red camera status lights flash 3 times, and the camera emits 3 beeps to indicate that time lapse has stopped and the photos have been saved. Like so. Okay. So I do it every 2 seconds. And then press it again. Good. Now it's saved. So that's time lapse. Now settings. Oh goody. Okay, so settings. The settings menu allows you to sorry. The settings menu allows you to adjust a variety of camera settings, including video resolution, photo resolution, time lapse, burst photo, and continuous photo settings. See the settings menu. Okay, so we'll see that later. After this is playback. Playback video and photos by connecting your Hero 3 Plus to a TV, which requires a micro HDMI, composite or combo cable, which is sold separately. You can also play back video and photos on the LCD Touch backpack, optional accessories sold separately. The playback icon appears only if the camera is connected to a TV or LCD Touch backpack. So, settings. To enter the settings menu, verify the camera's in settings mode, okay? Press the shutter select button once to enter the settings menu. Remember, this is a enter button. Remember, it's a select button. So, press it to select. Press this button once to select. Right, now we're in the camera's settings. So now we're in the settings menu. Use the power mode button to cycle through the various settings options. So this cycles through the pages. So this symbol up here means it's for video. This symbol means it's for photo. These are the photo settings. And I'm pressing the mode button here. This is again photo settings, photo settings, photo settings. More settings. More settings. Wireless controls. Delete. And exit settings. And then back to video settings. So when you get to settings you want to change, or a page you want to change, press the shutter select button once to select it. Select the desired option. To exit these settings, you can either cycle through to the exit, which we saw, which is to cycle through, which is right after delete, exit, and then press the shutter select button once to exit. Go back to settings. Or you can do that, or you can hold down the shutter select button for 2 seconds. And it says, if at any time you wish to exit from the settings menu, press and hold the shutter select button for 2 seconds. Let's try it. I actually haven't done it before. So I'm going to press and hold this for 2 seconds, see what happens. Alright, back to photo mode. Beautiful. Back to settings. Alright, camera settings. Video settings. Holy shit. Damn. This is okay. Yeah. Right, okay, so video resolution, FPS, FOV modes. So you can change resolution, frames per second, and field of view in the video mode menu, which is this. So you would go here, and then you'd press this once. Now you're in. Alright. You can also turn auto low light mode on and off. Once in the settings menu, like now, you can press the select button to enter the video settings. Use the power mode button to cycle through the options. So this button to cycle through options. So if you want to change FPS, press this and you select. So this is the highlighter here. Okay, it's like the mouse or the arrow keys. And if I want to change the resolution, I press this to select. And now I can cycle through, and when I'm ready, I can select what I want. 720. If I want to change FPS, cycle to FPS, and then press that. 60 FPS, 120 FPS. Let's press it again to just select it again if you want to get out. So that's how you do that. Use the power button to cycle through each sub-menu option, the select button to select it. To exit, hold down the show select button for 2 seconds to cycle through to exit, and then press the show select button to select it. Make sure, this is a pro tip, make sure auto light mode is turned on by default when shooting in low light environments, or if quickly transitioning in and out of low light conditions. The camera will automatically adjust FPS to achieve the optimal exposure and best results, but it's only available in select video modes only, so in certain ones. The Hero 3 Plus Black Edition offers the following video capture modes. So I'm just going to show this. I'm just going to show this here, okay? And I go into issues of it and stuff, but here's the table here. So 4K at 17 by 9, 2.7K at 17 by 9, and all that, okay? So these are all the modes for the camera. One thing you might not know One thing you might not know is this. Okay, so it's Super View. So it stands for Super View. So 1080p Super View. So the Super View delivers the world's most immersive field of view. So I forgot what it does exactly, but it's more immersive and it immerses you more. I don't know. It's weird. I think it raises the top a bit. Note that 720p at 120 FPS and 720p at 100 FPS only support ultra wide and narrow fields of view. So study this if needed. Note that Pro Tune mode is only possible in select video resolutions. So yeah. Camera settings. So this explains when to use what. So we're going to go lowest first. So YVGA. So YVGA would be this. Okay. YVGA is good when super slow motion is desired and standard definition is acceptable, but it's pretty shitty quality as far as clarity. Above this you have .720 720p. Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry, 720. Okay, well, it says 720p Super View. I'll do the regular first, and then I'll do Super View. So it's 720p, like this, is good for handheld shots and when slow motion is desired. 720p Super View, which is 720p Super, which has an S next to it, so 720S for Super. 720p Super View is good for body or gear mounted shots. More vertical. Okay, this is what it does. More vertical 4:3 content is automatically stretched to full screen at 16:9 aspect ratio for greater viewing enjoyment. So that's what Super View does. Next, above that, you have 960. 960p is good for use for body mounted shots and when slow motion is desired. It provides a large viewing area and smooth results for high action capture. Smooth results. After that you have the glorious 1080p. This. So 1080p at 60 FPS is great for all shots as high resolution and frame rate yield stunning results. Tripod or fixed mounting is best used with 1080p at 48 FPS and 30 FPS. Wait. Yeah. And 1080p 24 FPS is ideal for television and film productions. So after that, you have 1080p Super View. This 1080s. So 1080p Super View is recommended for body or gear mounted shots. More vertical 4x3 content is automatically stretched to full screen at 16:9 aspect ratio for greater viewing enjoyment. Then after that you have 1440p. Oh shit. 1440p, there we go. 1440p is recommended for body mounted shots as larger viewing area and high frame rate yield the smoothest, most immersive results for high action capture. That's what that's for. And then you have 2.7K. First we're going to do 2.7K regular. 2.7K regular is, so basically 2.7K is a 16:9 resolution video. It downscales to provide stunning cinema quality results for professional productions. Recommended for tripod or fixed position shots. And 17:9 is just a different aspect ratio. To do that, you just go through this again, but just do 17:9. 2.7K 17:9. Then after that, you have the what was supposed to be amazing 4K new feature. 4K is stunning high resolution video with professional low light performance. You can also pull 8 megapixel stills from video at the same time, so you can actually record and take pictures at the same time, apparently. Recommended for tripod or fixed position shots. So this is 4K at 16:9 aspect ratio, what I have set. And if I do 17:9, it's this. Okay. But I am going to go back to 720 at the lowest, which is 60. Field of view, medium. Actually, we'll do narrow. Actually, I don't know. Medium. I don't know. Low light off. Oh, that's another thing. Low light can be turned on or off, but in certain video modes it will say N/A for not applicable, meaning there's no low light mode. You can't do it. 1080p or 720p. It's 60. Medium. Actually, I'll just do narrow. So that's that. That's all of that. Photo resolution modes. The Hero 3 Plus can capture photos at 12 megapixel, 7 megapixel, and 5 megapixel resolutions. Any change to photo resolution also affects photos captured in photo burst, and time-lapse modes. So, here's the chart here. 12 megapixel ultra-wide default, 7 megapixel ultra-wide medium, 5 megapixel medium. Continuous photo. So that would be this. So continuous photo mode allows you to capture a series of photos continuously while holding down the shutter select button. You can either do 3 photos every second, 5 photos every second, or 10 photos every second. Note that your camera will remain in continuous photo mode until you return it to single photo capture mode. So right now if I press and hold it's not going to work. Camera settings. Burst photo options. Burst photo mode captures a series of photos when the shutter select button is pressed. Photos can be captured at the following rates. Here are the rates. 3 photos in 1 second, 5 in 1 second, 10 in 1 second, 10 photos in 2 seconds, 30 photos in 1 second, which is default, 30 photos in 2 seconds, or 30 photos in 3 seconds. Time lapse. Several time interval options are available for time lapse mode. Including 0.5, 1, 2, 5, 10, 30, and 60 seconds. So every it will continuously capture photos there. Capture settings menu. Oh boy. Capture settings allows you to adjust the following advanced capture options: camera orientation, spot meter, simultaneous. So the capture settings, which is this one. So if you click this, you can change the following settings: camera orientation, this symbol; spot meter, this symbol; simultaneous video and photo, this symbol; looping video, Pro Tune, white balance, color, ISO limit, sharpness, and exposure. And note that the white balance, color, ISO limit, sharpness, and exposure are only available while shooting in Pro Tune. Setup menu. That is this. Setup menu. This menu allows you to adjust the following camera settings: default, which is the default mode at power up; one button mode. So it allows you to change the default mode at power up, meaning like if you want to change that. So this is how I changed the power, how I did photo. Whenever I powered up, it's photo and not video. So I did this. So default mode of power up, one button mode, NTSC/PAL, on-screen display, camera status lights, sound indicator, month, day, year, time. Wireless controls. So the wireless controls is this here. The camera's built-in Wi-Fi allows you to connect to the Wi-Fi remote or a smartphone tablet via the GoPro app. When Wi-Fi is on, a Wi-Fi status light will appear on the camera's LCD state screen, and the blue Wi-Fi status lights will blink intermittently. When you turn off the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi status lights flash 7 times. To turn on the Wi-Fi, press the Wi-Fi on/off button. Just press it to turn the Wi-Fi on or off. The most recently used Wi-Fi mode will be active when Wi-Fi is on. Note that your camera cannot connect to Wi-Fi remote and GoPro app at the same time. So to turn it on, let me just get out of here. And you can have, so to turn it on, you press the Wi-Fi on/off button right here. You just press it once, and look at the blue light. And the top ones are blue too. So it blinks. It actually blinks twice now because of the update. So that's what it does. So it just keeps blinking. Just this one here, not the bottom or anything. Just this one here. And to turn it off, press and hold. Let go. And you're good. Oh shit, turn it back on. Fuck. That's actually another thing. You can have the camera off. Oh, the camera's on right now, but you can actually, if I turn this off, I can actually, even though it's off, completely off, I can turn the Wi-Fi on by pressing this. So be careful, it will drain the battery. Wi-Fi's on now. Now, and similarly, you can put it off again. Wi-Fi off, that's what it said. Alright, so, so camera settings, delete. Alright, so, let me turn this back on.
I hear some beeping.
Yeah. So I'm going through settings now. So delete is the last one. This one. So this is the delete menu. So this allows you to delete the last file or all files and format the memory card. During delete last or all, the camera status lights will blink until the operation is complete. So you have either cancel, which is default, last, or all. Do note, oh, okay. So unfortunately, there's no way to like pick what you want to delete. It's either the very last thing you did, whether it's photo or video, or it's basically format the entire card. Unfortunately. So all will format SD card, last just as the last one, cancel is default. So to delete last or all, verify the camera is in settings mode. Okay. Press the shutter select button to enter this settings mode. Use the power mode button to cycle things to locate the trash, which is the symbol. And press the shutter select button once to enter the delete. So I would press this once, and by default it's cancel. So use the power mode button to cycle through the options. So you would press this to cycle through the options. Select the highlighted option by pressing the shutter select button. So if I do want to cancel, which I do, press this once and you're back out. If I want to delete my last, I press this and it will say delete last. It will give you confirmation. And normally you would say no, but actually I would say yes. So just to show you what it's like to delete something. So alright, it's done. And to exit, hold down the shutter select button for 2 seconds or cycle through the exit and press the shutter select button. Use caution because for this all, because and it will give you a confirmation here, but be careful with that, because if you select all, the entire memory card will be formatted, deleting every file on your SD card. So if you haven't backed it up or seen what they look like, you lose all your shit if you do this. So I'm just gonna exit out of that, and I'm back in photo mode by default. And exit. Okay, so from the exit screen, press the shutter select button to exit the settings menu. And again, if anytime you wish to exit from the settings menu and you don't want to just go to the exit all the time, press and hold the shutter select button for 2 seconds, and you're good. Capture setting. Oh boy. Yeah. So, as far as the capture settings go, it's the same thing as before with the regular settings. Press the shutter select button to select, press the mode button to cycle through. And it says you can customize the way your Hero 3 Plus camera captures video and photos in the capture settings menus, such as upside down, looping video, and white balance. So I'm actually just going to turn this off because I'm tired of holding it, to be honest. Here, let me do that. Alright. So it says, mounting your Hero 3 Plus upside down, but wish the files to appear upright when viewing or editing. This setting eliminates the need to flip your videos or photos after recording in an editing format, so it'll do it automatically. So if the camera's upside down, you'll see this. If the camera's right side up, default, obviously. Sport meter, I don't know what the hell this is. Turn on sport meter when filming from within a dark space, pointing the camera into a brighter setting, such as filming the outdoors from within a car. Oh, cool. When sport meter is set to on, this appears in the LCD window. Oh, this is probably one of the options on the side that never actually shows for me. But it's off by default. You can turn it on if you wish. Simultaneous video and photo. Simultaneous video and photo mode allows you to simultaneously capture both videos and photos. You can set the camera to take a photo every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds while you record video. To set your camera to picture in video mode, verify that a supported video resolution is selected and that Pro Tune is turned off. Not sure why. Whatever. So I'll have it off, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds. Yeah. You can capture simultaneous video and photo in one of the following resolution settings: 1080p at 24, 1080p at 30 or 25 FPS, 720p at 60 or 50 FPS, or 1440p at 24 FPS. Continued, oh shit. Your resulting photo size is determined by the video dimensions you select. Okay, so wide, if you have wide, 12, okay, so this is the chat here. I'm not even going to bother reading this shit. But it says, while capturing video, you can manually take a photo at any time by simply pressing the power mode button. Whoa, how do you turn it off there? Or stop the recording then? The fuck? Okay, whatever. Looping video, which is this. Looping video mode allows you to record. You know what? I might as well just show this.
Oh no.
How's this look? Terrible. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. I think. Yeah, or whatever. That's good, I guess. All right. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm gonna go to. So looping video is fuck. I actually need to look at my camera because I don't know. I can't see what I'm actually going at, so I'm actually using OBS to see where I am. Fucking hell! Let me go settings. There we go. Where are we at? Capture settings, I believe. There we go. Click that. I've never been here before, so I don't know what the hell. Okay. We're looking for that symbol right there, off. So this thing, looping video mode, allows you to record a continuously looping video that overwrites itself until. Dude, the fuck? That's interesting. It overwrites itself until you press the shutter select button to stop it. Looping video is not available if Pro Tune mode is turned on. So off, it's off by default. Max video, camera records until memory card is full, then overwrites with a new video. 5-minute video, camera records for 5 minutes, then begins a new video, progressively overwriting the previous 5-minute video. I really don't see a purpose to that, to be quite honest. 20-minute video, camera forwards to 20 minutes and then begins a new video, progressing overwriting. Okay, so it's 20 minutes, 60 minutes, and 120 minutes. It says looping video is disabled in Pro Tune mode. multiple chapter files are written to your memory. Oh, okay, so multiple chapter files are written to your memory card. This allows for small segments of content to be overwritten during loop recording. When viewing on a computer screen, you will see separate files for each time segment. Use video editing software if you wish to combine the files into a longer video. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, so alright. So multi-chapter. Okay. Protoon. Okay, what the fuck is Protoon? This it is right here. Protoon is there. Damn, that looks cool. Protoon is a video mode that unlocks the camera's full potential. Why the fuck did I not read this earlier? No wonder my camera's been so shitty. Protoon unlocks the camera's full potential, yielding stunning image quality and cinema caliber video optimized for professional productions. Well, fuck yeah. Protoon gives content creators more flexibility and workflow efficiency than ever before. Protoon key benefits: you have high quality image capture. Protoon's high data rate captures images with less compression, giving content creators higher quality for professional productions. Advanced control enables manual control of white balance, color, ISO limit, sharpness, and exposure for advanced control and customization of your video footage. Film or TV rate standard. While shooting in Protoon, you have the option of recording video in cinema quality 24 FPS to easily intercut GoPro content with other source media without the need to perform FPS conversion. Beautiful! Turning Protoon on affects several settings and features such as photo resolution, FPS, FOV, and simultaneous photo video. Obviously, default on is not. Protoon resolutions. Okay, Protoon is available in the following resolutions: 720p Super View at these 720p, 960p, 1080p Super View, 1080p, 1440p, 2.7K and 2.7K at 17:9, and 4K and 4K at 17:9. Compatibility: Protoon is compatible with professional color correction tools, GoPro Studio, and other editing software. GoPro Studio, what the fuck's that? How come I don't know any of this shit? I guess I'm just a dumbass. Protoon enables advanced control of white balance, color, ISO limit, sharpness, and exposure. Making adjustments to your Protoon settings will not affect your non-Protoon video modes. You can reset your Protoon settings to the default states by selecting reset in the Protoon menu. Alright, fine. So you can change white balance. White balance adjusts the overall color tone of videos. You can make adjustments to white balance when shooting in Protoon mode. Fuck yeah. So normally it's auto. You know what's really weird?
What?
All the documentation, including people online, say that the camera does it all automatically, and the Hero 3 Plus Black, it's not possible to change exposure or white balance or anything like that at all. The fuck? It's right here. And plus, the company says that too. It's not possible. It does it automatically. Wait, sharpness. Sharpness. Please tell me that's depth of field. Is that depth of field? Is sharpness depth of field? I don't know. You would know that more than me. Let me look. Where is it? ISO limit? No, sharpness. Controls the sharpness of... Oh, great. Ultra sharp video, moderately sharp, filter video allows for more flexible... Fuck, dude.
Is that automatic too?
Well, no, it's you can change it, but sharpness though, like I'm not sure what that is. Is it that's like depth of field, right? Whatever's in clarity and shit. Like right now, is sharpness? That would be, you know, how the camera, what you see right now. The camera is in clear and I am blurry. That's sharpness, right? Or it's just depth of field. I don't know. Fuck, dude, I don't know. Anyways, white balance saying... White balance adjust... What?
No, I was gonna say, like, your camera. When you say your camera is blurry, I believe that's depth of field.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
If it was
Well,
sharp, if it
'cause
was
you can't-
sharpness, it would be
overall blurriness of the entire thing.
no. Well, yeah, it could be
Fuck.
that, or how or something.
Yeah. Damn it. Is it the same thing as focus?
Focus is what is if you want to say you want just to focus on the background.
No, I know what it is, but like, is sharpness the same thing as focus? Like changing, like, if you change focus, is it changing the sharpness?
It's similar, but I would say no.
Okay, god damn it. That means I can't do this shit with this camera. And I don't think I can do it with the Hero 6 either. Fuck. Oh well. White balance adjusts the overall color tone of videos. Okay, so you have auto 3000K is warm light, incandescent or sunrise sunset lighting. 5500K is slightly cool light, cool fluorescent or average daylight. 6500K is cool light in overcast conditions. Cam raw is industry standard optimized color. Cam raw mode uses a minimally processed data file direct from the image sensor that allows for more precise adjustments to be made in post-production. Recording in cam raw takes full advantage of the image sensor's capabilities. Nice. I don't care about that. I want to be able to fucking focus and shit, damn it. Color. Color allows you to adjust the color profile of your video footage. Two color options: GoPro color, which is default, and flat. GoPro color delivers the same great color you capture when approaching is turned off. Flat results in a neutral color that can be color corrected to better match footage captured with other equipment, offering more flexibility in post-production. Due to its log curve, flat captures more details in shadows and highlights. So GoPro color corrected profile is by default flat, neutral profile is flat. Whatever, we can get out of here. And we'll be good setup soon. Alright. ISO limit. ISO limit adjusts the camera's sensitivity in low light environments and creates a balance between brightness and resulting image noise. A higher ISO limit will result in brighter footage, but you may experience more noise. A lower ISO limit will result in darker footage but would deliver reduced noise. 6400 is default. Brighter video in low light, increased image noise. 1600 is moderately bright video in low light, moderate image noise. 400 is darker video in low light, reduced image noise. Okay. Sharpness. Okay. Sharpness controls the sharpness of your video footage. That's real fucking defined well. There are three sharpness options: low, medium, and high. Oh, damn it. Sharpness saying high is default, ultra sharp video, medium is moderately sharp video, low is softer video that allows for more flexibility in post-production. Exposure. Exposure compensation affects the brightness of your video. Adjusting exposure can improve image quality when shooting in environments with contrasting lighting conditions. So it's 0 by default. Exposure compensation adjusts brightness with an existing ISO limit. If brightness has already reached the ISO limit in a low light environment, increasing exposure compensation will not have any effect. And then you have exit. Thank fuck. Okay. Setup. How much more do I have? God damn it. I read 42 pages of this crap. Holy shit. I'm exhausted of talking. Setup. So, okay, so setup menu is the same thing as always. Same thing with entering anything else. So default mode at power up you can change. You can set the camera's default mode at power up to any of the following modes: video, photo, burst photo, or time lapse. I'm photo by default. One button. With one button mode selected, so with one button mode selected, the camera automatically begins recording when powering the camera on. One button can be configured to start video or time lapse. It's off by default. So if you set that on, the next time you power your camera on, it will begin recording in its default power mode. To stop recording, push and hold the mode button for 2 seconds. Oh shit, okay. To exit one button mode. Wait. Hold on. To exit one button mode, power camera on, press on the hold. Oh. Yeah. Power camera on, press and hold the shutter select button until the one button shows in the LCD window. Press the shutter select button to enter, press the power mode button to highlight off, and press the shutter select button to select it. So, and after that, pro tip, to stop the capture process, video or time lapse, when in one button mode, press and hold the shutter select button for 2 seconds. You'll return to the one button menu. You can turn one button mode off. Note that one button mode is disabled when connected to the Wi-Fi remote or GoPro app. Okay. Alright, so NTSC, and PAL, these are formats. So the NTSC and PAL settings govern video recording frame rate and playback when viewing video on a TV or HDTV. Select NTSC when viewing a TV or HDTV in North America. Select PAL viewing on a PAL TV or HDTV. Most televisions outside of North America, essentially, or if viewing a PAL in a TV, HDTV in any region. On-screen display. To display or hide the recording icons and file information on video or the viewing screen during playback, turn the on-screen display or OSD off or on. Camera status lights. You can keep all 4 camera status lights active, only 2 active, front and back, or turn off all lights. Sound indicator. You can just volume or turn off the sound. Oh, dope. So it's default max. You can have it 70% or off. Manual power off. Oh shit. The Hero 3 Plus can be configured to automatically power off after a specific period of inactivity. When no photos or videos are being taken and no buttons have been pressed. Manual is default. It can turn off automatically in 60 seconds, 120 or 300. That's dope. Alright, month, day, year, time. Thank fuck I only have 14 more pages to go. Set the Hero 3 Plus clock to ensure photo and video files are saved with the correct date and time. Holy fuck. Okay. So to change this, you make sure all that you're in the setup menu. See where I'm at. Okay. Oh. Manual. So this. So make sure. Actually, no. My bad. This. So once you're here, enter this menu, and then you would press this button to enter the menu, and then you would use the power mode button to locate the. You would press this to enter the menu. Month, which is MM, will be highlighted. Press the shutter select button to access the list of months, 1 to 12. Use the power mode button to cycle through the list until desired selection is highlighted. And then press the shutter select button to select it. To advance to the next option, press the shutter select button again. Repeat steps 7, 8 and 9 to make selections for day, year, hour and minutes. To exit, hold down the shutter select button for 2 seconds or cycle through to exit and press the shutter select button. If the battery is removed from the camera for an extended period of time, month, day, year and time will need to be set again. Exit. From the exit screen, this exits the settings. Alright, how much more of this crap do I have? Like, holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Alright, fuck. God damn it. Alright, I'm almost done, but not really. Fuck. Wireless controls. Alright, this is where it gets cool. So let me just, like, exit out of here. So the built-in Wi-Fi. So this thing has Wi-Fi on it. The built-in Wi-Fi allows your Hero 3 Plus camera to connect to the Wi-Fi remote or to the GoPro app using a smartphone or tablet. Essentially, as you already know, press the button to turn it on. And the Wi-Fi remote is sold separately. What the fuck? Dude. Okay, so actual results may vary depending on the presence of wireless interference, but the Wi-Fi remote can control up to 50 cameras remotely from distances of up to 180 meters or 600 feet.
Damn.
The Wi-Fi remote is wearable and waterproof to 10 feet or 3 meters. I didn't know that shit. For instructions on pairing and connecting the Wi-Fi remote to the camera, please use the Wi-Fi remote user manual including with the remote. Don't need to fucking do that because I will show you guys how to do that. It's easy. Some other time though, because I'm fucking exhausted. Actual results may vary. Okay, I already said that. Using your Hero 3 Plus with the GoPro app free. The GoPro app lets you, which is free. The GoPro app lets you control your camera remotely using a smartphone or tablet. Features include full camera control, a live preview of what the camera is showing, playback, and sharing of selected content and more. Follow these steps to select. Well, essentially, to connect your Hero 3 Plus to the GoPro app, first you would download the app to your smartphone and tablet. Then you would press the power mode button to turn the camera on. Then you, well, actually that's not entirely required. Press the Wi-Fi on-off button twice. Then press the shut select button to enter the Wi-Fi menu. Use the power mode button to cycle through the options. Okay, well I'll show you like a different time. But in your smartphone and tablet's Wi-Fi network settings, connect to the camera's Wi-Fi net. Okay, so this is important. The default password for the camera is GoPro Hero. That's the default password for the Wi-Fi. GoPro Hero. You can customize the password at gopro.com/update. If you've already customized the password, enter that password instead of GoPro Hero. No shit. But open the GoPro app on your smartphone or tablet. You'll now be able to control the camera with your smartphone or tablet, plus view, playback, and share selected content. You can see what your Hero 3 Plus sees by viewing it on your smartphone or tablet screen. It's not the app is not compatible with all the cameras. Storage and micro SD cards. Hero 3 Plus camera is compatible with 4GB, 8GB. Okay, I don't even need this. Oh shit! Just drop my fucking camera. All right, so I'm just gonna finish this up. Basically, and let me do. Yeah, okay, so basically, it's compatible with 4GB, 8GB, 16GB, 32 and 64 capacity micro SD, micro SD-HC, and micro SD-XC memory cards. You must use a micro SD card with a class 10 speed rating. GoPro recommends using brand name memory cards for maximum reliability in high vibration activities. To insert micro SD card, I already showed you how to do that. Use care when handling memory cards, this is important. Avoid liquids, dust, and debris. As a precaution, turn off the camera before inserting or removing the card. Check manufacturer guidelines regarding use in acceptable temperature ranges. Alright, minimum system requirements for best playback on Mac and Windows PCs. A Mac OS X 10.5 and later, or a Microsoft Windows Vista 7 and later. So what you need to be able to use, you know, the app and stuff and all this crap on the computer and shit, is you need a second generation Intel Core based processor or an AMD equivalent, third generation. But a third generation Intel Core i7 is recommended. 2 GB of RAM, 4 GB or greater recommended. A graphics processor comparable to an Intel HD Graphics 3000. An NVIDIA GeForce 600, oh my god, 600 series, AMD Radeon HD 6000 series or better. Fuck. I can't, shit, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to run this software. Shit, my computer's not good enough for this. Damn, I don't have 2 gigs of RAM. I got 1. I have only 1 gig of RAM. Ha! But in all honesty though, 2nd gen Intel. What the fuck? That is absolutely disgusting. 2 gigs of RAM is literally like, I mean, I can't explain how slow that would be. GeForce 600 series. That is terrible. Want to see your video and photos on the big screen? Okay, I already read all that. Alright, transferring files. I'll show all you guys how to do this later, after I rest. To view videos and photos, they can be viewed. Okay. Alright, well, so if you want to play back on a TV or HDTV, plug the camera into the TV or HDTV with a micro HDMI cable, composite cable or combo cable, or optional accessories. Then turn the camera on. On your camera, press the power and mode button to cycle to playback. Then press the shutter select button to select. Hero 3 Plus displays thumbnail previews of all videos and photos on the SD card. Photo sets taken in continuous photo bursts and time-lapse display the first photo in a series, so that's important. While in thumbnail preview, use the power mode button to cycle through thumbnails. Press the shutter select button to actually view. Use left and right to navigate backward and forward to see more media files on your memory card. Depending on whether you're viewing videos or photos, different control options will appear. Use the power mode button and the shutter select button to navigate. Do note that the burst photo and time-lapse files will display the first photo in the series. To view all photos in the series, use the power mode button to select view and press the shutter select button. That's fucking weird. Okay, whatever. Playback. Playback on an LCD Touch backpack, sold separately. I do not have one of those. Playback using LCD Touch backpack follows a similar process and procedures described with the few slight variations. You would see the manual for that. Battery. Maximizing battery life. Charging the battery. I already explained how to do all that. Okay. Maximizing battery life. To maximize battery. Actually, is my Wi-Fi off? Okay, it is. To maximize battery life, turn Wi-Fi off. To maximize battery life with shooting longer duration activities, turn off or detach the LCD Touch backpack. Extreme cold temperatures may decrease battery life. To maximize battery life in cold conditions, keep camera in a warm place prior to use. Shooting with protein mode turned on will increase power consumption. No shit. Charging the battery. The battery icon displayed in the camera's LCD will blink when the battery drops below 10%. If recording is occurring when the battery reaches 0%, the camera will save the file and then power off. Dope. You can also charge the battery outside the camera. Oh, cool. Outside the camera. Using the dual battery charger. Optional accessory. Dude, that's sick. I didn't even know you could do that. Fuck yeah. So you can actually have a charger charging your battery like while using it. What the fuck? Using the camera while charging. You can capture video and photos while charging the camera's battery. Simply plug the camera into a computer or any USB charging device using the USB cable. Moving the battery, already said how to do that. Allow the door to pop out. Grasp the... Okay, whatever. Okay, micro SD card messages. These are warning messages. No SD means no card present. The camera again requires micro SD, micro SDHC, or micro SDXC cards to record video or take photos. SD full means card is full. Delete files or swap the card. SD error means camera is unable to access card. You do not want to see that. File repair icon on the LCD. I've never seen any of this shit, but if you see the file repair icon on the LCD screen, your video file was corrupted during recording. Press any button and the camera will repair the file. If it can possibly do that. Shit. It will try to anyway. Temperature warning icon on the LCD. The temperature warning icon will appear on the LCD when the camera has become too hot and needs to cool down. Simply let it sit and cool before attempting to use it again. Your camera will not allow itself to actually overheat. Do not worry. No damage has occurred. Okay, thank fuck. The frame does not provide waterproof protection for your camera. It's not intended for use in wet. Okay, I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Secure camera in the frame. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Regulatory information and disclaimers. I know that I've reached the end. Thank fuck I can rest. So, yeah. Fuck that shit, dude. Actually, that went quicker than I thought, to be quite honest with you. Anyways, that's all for this. I'm gonna talk to Cliff and also rest my eyes at the same time if I can even fucking do that. But I'm done with all this reading shit, so that's all for this. That's all for the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black. I wanted to cover everything that this thing has, and I still have a little bit more to cover, which is actually how to use the Wi-Fi, basically use the app and transfer files. Use the app, use the remote, and then transfer files. But for now, I'm done. So I will see you guys next time. Farewell.